Hey guys, so I don't really know if this is gonna work, so if you see this video, that means I liked it enough to post it. I'm basically procrastinating to the max right now because I have an essay due and I'm almost done with it, but I just don't feel like writing the rest of it, and it's due in about 20 minutes, but I don't care. I'm gonna make this video because, Jesus Christ, I just got into a new show and fuck, it is so amazing. You know, it's funny because I have a Tumblr. And for anybody who's on Tumblr, they know that because it's a big fandom website. There's a lot of fandoms floating around: Supernatural, Once Upon a Time, Doctor Who, Harry Potter, etc., and Sherlock Holmes. Now, Sherlock, the fandom on Tumblr is known for being crazy and like a little bit off their rocker, and I never understood why until I watched it. Now, British television, correct me if I'm wrong, tends to be a little longer sometimes, and this one is especially really long, which is why there's only three episodes for the 2 seasons, and basically they're like an hour and 30 minutes long, and they're so brilliant. They're so ridiculously brilliant, and I get why people are going crazy, because when I looked at it originally on the site that I was watching it on, I realized the first season said 2010 it came out, and the second one said 2012. At first I thought maybe they were just uploaded a year apart, and then I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe there was a break and it didn't do too well, and then I thought, I don't know, maybe it ended or something sad, or I don't know. And then I saw the 3 episodes and I'm like, what? It was kind of confusing because in America we don't really do a 3 episode type ordeal. Maybe some sci-fi like some movie shows are like that, but and then I looked into it and I realized that the reason why the Sherlock fandom is crazy is because it takes so long to get out. I mean, I cannot imagine watching the first season, which was amazing, so brilliant, and then having to wait basically 2 years to see the second season. And I just got into it now, and I saw that the second season came out in January, which means that it's almost been a year again. So I'm kind of glad that I'm late to the ball game, because, or party, or whatever you want to call it, because I do not do well with waiting. I'm an impatient motherfucker, and like 6 months when it's supposedly going to come out in October, that's even long for me. 6 months. Oh, that's not really. Well, it's halfway there. But still, it's crazy. I just wanted to say that it's probably one of the best shows I have seen. And you know what sucks? American television tends to be shit. And that's why most of the stuff I watch is British television. Mostly I just watch. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but when I do, it's Doctor Who for the majority. And I don't know. I mean, the writing is crazy, crazy good, but Moffat, however you say his last name, he's a genius, so I didn't expect anything less. Um, just the settings are perfect, the cinematography is perfect, the transitioning from one scene to another is crazy good. I'm kind of a nerd about that stuff. Okay, and to be a total American, the accents are smoking hot. And I feel like I'm such a creeper because I don't like younger guys. I have a thing for like older guys. I mean, I wouldn't date an older guy. Like when I say old, I mean old. I wouldn't date an older guy, obviously, in real life, but like a lot of the people that I like are like in their 30s and 40s, and it kind of creeps me out that I like am so attracted to them. Like Sherlock Holmes is banging, and John Watson's pretty cute himself, and like I have a huge fandom crush on David Tennant. Obviously, I know he's not in that. I'm just making Doctor Who reference, but. It's so good. The attention to detail, which is obviously a big part of it, seeing how Sherlock is kind of Asperger-y, he has the whole, abnormally genius trait to him, is so good. But my favorite thing, and it's because I'm a girl, and it's because I'm cheesy as hell, is the feels. And for you non-Tumblr people, the feels, I just mean like the that feeling, like, oh, I love that feeling so much. And I'm referring to two types of relationships on the show. One is the relationship Sherlock has with Molly. There's so many good scenes where Sherlock's just a total asshole and Molly's just trying to be cute as, sweet as a button. She's as sweet as a button. And she's just trying to help him, and he's a total jerk. And he kind of realizes that she cares. And although he doesn't say it, you can see it in the way he looks at her, that he appreciates her friendship. And obviously in the latest episode, it became clear that he appreciated her. I mean, he said it out loud, "I need you," and she probably helped him fake his death and everything. So I love their relationship. I have two favorite scenes with them. One is during the Christmas party when he embarrasses the hell out of her, and then he basically has to just apologize out of his ass for being a total jerk. And then the other scene I really liked was when she was talking to him, and he was looking through his microscope or whatever, and she's like, I notice you when you're sad, and I notice when you're sad and when John's not looking, and if you ever need anything, I'm not here. And she's like, I'm not important. And he kind of has this what? You're not important? Of course you're important to me, look. And I love that. Total feel. Soul, ASDFG, all this little, yeah, that kind of thing. I'm making no sense. And then, of course, to the main point is, this is the best bromance I have seen in forever. John Watson and Sherlock Holmes are I love them together. I love the two actors' chemistry. They are so good, and I'm so excited to see The Hobbit. So I'm glad that he's going to be transitioning into that too and everything. So it won't be like I'm missing too much of their faces or anything like that. But I love their bromance so much that you can tell they balance each other so well, because Sherlock. Okay, I'm going to try to explain this as best as I can because I'm reaching the 8-minute mark, but people tend to describe Sherlock as lacking feeling, but I don't get that. I don't get it from him. I mean, sure, he doesn't obviously express it as well, but you can tell in the way he looks at people, you can tell in the things that he does, that he truly cares. He truly cares for the people that he's been surrounding himself with, especially John. I think he needed a friend, and John was there, and John's been by his side, and John still continues to be by his side. Even though Sherlock told him that he was a fake, John doesn't believe it. He still thinks that Sherlock's a hero, and they balance each other so well, because Sherlock, he tends to see the factual side of things, but John tends to see things for the emotional, human part, and they balance each other really well, and they kind of supply each other with the friendship they've always both needed. And I cannot wait for the reunion. I'm gonna bawl like a baby. Oh God, I cried so bad when he was at the gravesite, and just, it's so great. It's so great. Thank God that I watch a lot of British television and I read a lot of British literature and such like that, because some of the things that they say are kind of huh? And then I think about it and I recall things, or he talks so fast that it's hard to understand what he's saying to most people, but to me, I got it on spot. I actually had to pause it for my mom to be like, okay, this is what he said and this is what he meant. So yeah, I totally love it. It's great. And I would suggest anybody who's a Doctor Who fan, anybody who likes good television, go check it out. It is so good. And thank you for helping me procrastinate for my essay. Now I gotta go hurry and write that before I fail college. University sucks. All right, bye guys. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna post this, so love you.